And we are live once again. We are live once again. Man, today is a good day. As I always say, for me, every day above ground for me is a good day. I hope that y'all are having a good day as well. I want to thank y'all, man, for the continued support. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I'm going to give y'all some time to get into this live. I'm going to give y'all some time to get into this live. Got that H2O, as it was another hot one. I combated that with this good H2O. Had to stay hydrated. Make sure y'all stay hydrated out there. I don't care what you drink. My drink of choice right now is that good H2O. I want to thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you enter the building, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the house. As you enter this live, go ahead, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. As you enter this live, hit up the chat. Let me know you're in the building. I thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Thank you for the continued support. It's a good day. What they say, it's a good day to have a good day. So I want to, again, say thank y'all, man, for the continued support. And yes, it is a good day. In spite of everything that's going on in our country, because I don't walk around blindly. I got to keep it real in spite of all that's going on, because guess what? There is a lot going on in our country. Hi, Mark. That guy you had on yesterday, very animated. Yeah, Valerie. Thank you, Valerie. Yeah, that was my people's, man. Yeah, he's very animated. Did you enjoy the information, Valerie? Did you enjoy the information? I want to thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you for the continued support. I thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for the continued support. Yeah, today is a good day, man. I want to say thank y'all again. Thank y'all for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, there's been a lot going on. As we know, yesterday they caught the suspect who had killed the representative and her husband. So that was a blessing that they got him. But we living in some real serious, dangerous times, right? We're at a point, man, the country is so divided. Some people on one side may want to fight you or hurt you because you disagree with them. We under some real serious times, and what it calls for is having real, true leadership. And I'm here to tell you right now, we don't have true, responsible leadership. We have a bully in the office, and that's his goal, just to be a bully, to feel like, I run this, is my way or the highway. And that's where we at right now. But that suspect that they caught, man, they found a manifesto where he actually was going to target more people according to the manifesto. They saying he had a list of names, 70 other individuals that this man want to hurt. And when you ask why, it was politically motivated. They said, I don't know the full story, but this man wanted to kill this representative and her husband, and then the other two, the man and his wife. So we under some real serious times. We're under some real serious times, and this is not a time for nobody to sit back and be silent. I don't care if you're speaking in your house. I don't care where you're speaking at, but you got to stand against this. Don't just be silent on it for people to think that you are right with everything that's going on. President Trump's need to be called out with, all that he's going and his attacks on Mexicans And I know some people say, well, they voted for that. Yes, some of them did vote for that, right? But they were lied to from Trump and his administration. All they had to do is tell them the truth, and no way they would have voted for him. But see, he just wanted to win by any means necessary. That's what we have in the office. We have a con man, a scam artist, a failed businessman. But, you know, on the right, he got so many people that believe in him and bow down to him and almost worshiping him as if he's a God or a savior. He's none of that. This man is selfish. He's for himself. And that's where he at. Valerie said, yes, she did get some information from him yesterday. I thank you, Valerie, for tuning in yesterday, man. I wanted to help him get his story out. He got a magnificent story. But yes, he was animated. But he's good people, you know. So, but thank you, Valerie, for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. I do want to talk about this California state senator. We got to talk about this. There's a California state senator, Scott Wiener. Scott Wiener introduced a bill, and I think this bill is so magnificent. In this bill, Scott Wiener is saying it's called No Secret Police Act. No Secret Police Act. And what they're meaning is how ICE is running around. They got masks on. Some are believing that these are white supremacists and, you know, different people. And they're just real aggressive with Americans. They can go anywhere without showing ID. The FBI, when they come, even have ID. They have the DEA, you know, drug enforcement, and then, you know, FBI, and they will show ID. They will present warrants. But how Trump got this ICE set up, he got his own personal gang where they just out there doing whatever they want to do. And it must stop. This should not happen in America. Okay, we understand if it happens somewhere else in another country that we claiming they're dictators and we'll say they're bad and all that, but we got some Americans who sitting back silently agreeing with this mess that President Trump got us in. We got Americans, man, those who say they believe in the land of the free, having freedom of speech, freedom to protest. Well, we're in a time we're seeing it right before our eyes where all that stuff is being taken. All of our rights that we claim, USA, USA, USA. But let's get into this California senator, Scott Wiener, said, you know, he proposed the No Secret Police Act. I'm in total agreement with that because of just the videos alone that I'm seeing how ICE is manhandling. I mean, they manhandling. Like, why are they so mad? Why are these officials so angry with Americans? There's been so many stories also where some African Americans have been pulled over by ICE and had to go through the third degree to prove. They're like, listen, I'm not even Mexican. They're like, I don't care. Any information. And this one guy was telling the story how he got pulled over. He said it was a group of vans. They was lined up. And they came like they was, what'd you call that? Men in black. With all the, you know, pulled out, was aggressive. He said he put his window to the crack. They told him, man, you put it down or we're going to break it. Valerie said, we have a whole lot of people that agree. You're right. And that's the thing, man. But all this need to be documented. You know, like the stories that I'm hearing, this stuff need to be documented so people can look back at the madness that was under President Trump's watch. All of this madness that's under his watch is insane. It ain't right. So for this California senator, may get 2 thumbs up. I clap it up for him. He's proposing the No Secret Police Act. You walking around the streets, big boy, with your mask on, right? Manhandling individuals. In some cases, they manhandle the people and they let them go. No questions, no answers. You know, they just doing what they want to do. And when they snatch up people, they taking them to these undisclosed locations. Nobody know where they go. They just end up somewhere. And after, you know, the right people get to questioning, you may find out where your people's is at. So we under some dangerous times. The guy that made the video said that when you go out, make sure you have your ID. right? And I'm saying, is that the only answer? How about make sure these ICE agents treat people right? If you going after people or whatever, man, do it right. Why is everybody, all these people, so aggressive? History is being made, Valerie. Thank you. History is being made, and it's like they not playing the radio, man. They grabbing up women, children, right? Because the right always throw that we care about the children, we care about this, right? But they giving this man a pass. They turning a blind eye to anything Trump does or he suggests that he's going to do. Thank you, Dr. J, for coming in. Dr. J said, hey, Mark, and the chat. Welcome aboard. So to combat how these ICE agents and is running around just acting a fool, right? The California senator is presenting No Secret Police Act. I'm riding with that to the fullest. I'm in total agreement. I was thinking, as they was doing it, running around with the masks, and I'm talking about the ICE agents with the masks on and manhandling people, and they always triple team. They come and they manhandle you. Ain't no questions. Get on the ground and beating people up and all that, but they don't want to show their face. And I heard somebody on the right trying to explain why. Well, we don't want them to know who they are because they can't be attacked. Well, police are not wearing masks. This is not something that happened in this country. This is something that y'all look somewhere else, right? Because y'all are doing it by any means. Y'all don't care about the American people. Y'all don't care about the rights of American people. So you done dug up this situation and found it. Oh, and somebody came up with the bright idea. Yeah, I did change my time, Dr. J. I did change my time. I did for the day. Yeah. My apologies. But it's like these agents are running around just acting a fool. And like I said, the people on the right was trying to justify why they want them to continue to wear masks. And my thing is, they just don't want to be held accountable. You can just snatch people up and just put them in abandoned buildings. You take them, there's no set place where they're taking people, and my black brothers and sisters, don't think y'all safe, man. Because I've seen several testimonies of individuals who have been snatched up and followed by ICE. One guy, when they pulled him over, he like, what's going on? They're like, yeah, we this is ICE. We got a call from a supervisor who said that you are undocumented. He like, I'm a black man. So in his story, he trying to tell people, man, make sure you have your IDs on you. Because they snatch you up, they can send you anywhere, and it's going to be up to you to prove that you're legal. So they doing it all backwards. So they coming out whoever, because they got a quota, meaning they got a certain numbers of people. Dr. J said no words. Thank you. Yeah, but I just changed the time at the spare of the moment. Like I said, my apologies. But it's so crazy right now, man. And it's like, with all that's going on with the administration, now you got some people who are emboldened. They pulling out guns. Some of these white supremacist groups who are following Trump and his administration, they going to protest, pushing their chests out, want to fight with people. Some of them have pulled out weapons on protesters, right? Trying to agitate protesters. For one, they know they got the support of President Trump, and people can lie and say what they want to say. Trump support these white supremacists to the fullest. And if they get charged with a federal crime, you best believe President Trump will continue to pardon them. He supports the Klan. He supports the Proud Boys. He can support all these neo-Nazi white supremacist group. But I want to give it up for the California senator who's proposing the No Secret Police Act. Because word on the street, some of them ICE agents may be some of these white supremacist militia people that work with them. That's why, almost like the Klan, it was cool for the Klan to have the hoods on. They didn't want nobody to know who they were because these people probably own businesses. They got jobs, right? Doc, exactly. I heard that same number. Dr. J said Trump wants, his quota is 3,000 immigrants arrested daily. That's sickening, man. But you don't think like that for white folks, no matter what. You don't, it's not no target. It have not been, and it will not be a target on white folks. But black folks, man, don't think we out in the clear. Remember, black people voted. Black males voted 80% for Harris. Black females voted 92% for Harris. Trump don't like that. Trump is vindictive. Don't think he's giving us a pass. So as we sit back and be like, okay, cool. And I agree, we don't have to be on the front line, right? We've been fighting since the 50s or 40s. We've been fighting since slavery. But I just want to say, man, just understand in this country, especially under Trump, because it's amplified. Because I know people are going to say, well, the other side did stuff, and they're right. But what I'm saying is, under this administration, everything is amplified. He know he only have a certain amount of time. So President Trump trying to get the stuff done because he want to be in position. He wants to be in position, meaning President Trump, to where you or I don't have to or won't be allowed to vote again, because he will be set in stone. And there's a lot of people that will support that. Dr. J said, of course not. He doesn't like it at all. No, he don't like it. So I would just want to encourage my people, just be informed, informative, be diligent, be alert, understand that when Trump, and this is me, I'm taking responsibility for this. When Trump say make America great again, in all actuality, he means make America white again. That's his goal. He got an issue with anybody. You can be cool with him and bow down to him. He have love for you. I saw Scott was talking to him. He was like, I love you, Trump. Trump didn't give them a seat in the cabinet nowhere, but this man bows down to Trump. I just love Trump. Trump love you. If you do that with him, you rub his ego and stroke his ego. I ain't gonna say he love you, but those are the black people that he want around him. And he know the majority of us are not going for it, period. So I saw the thing with the Chicago mayor, the black mayor in Chicago, right? This is what I'm trying to just give exhibits. The black mayor in Chicago created some black people up under him in positions. They questioned that man. Never have they questioned a white administration. Why are you hiring so many white people? But they questioned him. Why are you hiring these black folks? We understand you're the mayor, but why you got the whole squad of y'all? There's too much blackness going on. And that's what President Trump. But for those black folks that want to continue to support this man as he disrespects you and your family and your faith, even though you don't see it, y'all, more power to y'all. Continue to do it, because guess what? You have a right. We have choices. You got a right to choose, but not for long. If Trump continues to have his way, you will no longer have the right to choose that, because it's going to be bow down to the king, Trump. At a certain time of the day, he's going to play the music, and you're going to be required to bow down to Trump. Dr. J said, make sure that your driver's license is updated too. Oh, good point. Make sure your driver's license is updated. That's serious. Make sure your driver's license is updated. It said, Valerie said, some judges that he appointed, I heard dealt him a loss. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Trump been getting so many losses, but guess what? He'll appeal after appeal. He'll lose the appeal again. So yeah, he been losing a lot of stuff. And it's a lot of the judges that he put in place. but they just can't openly. But I guess they can openly, go with him. But some of them have been standing, saying, "No, you're not." Valerie said, "I had to get my license updated." Yeah, get them driver's license updated. So I heard about the Chicago mayor. Yeah, that's the thing. Is an issue because he got black people working for him. And it's sad though, they do this stuff right under our noses. Good that he got a black administration. That's good. And no, it's not DEI. So they try to put that on us. We're not qualified. We just want qualified people. But what about this administration here? They're showing themselves to be unqualified in every department. They asking them questions on TV. They can't even answer the questions. Why? Because they're not qualified. James said, "I would never take a knee to Trump." Thank you, James. James said, it ain't happening. They're not bowing down. They're not bowing to Trump. Trump ain't the king. And that's why I'm glad they had that protest. But guess what? Trump is pissed off at this protest. And when Trump get pissed, he going to take it out on somebody. Valerie said you won't be able to travel. Exactly. Man, they might make it. I don't even see this as far-fetched. You won't be able to travel outside of state. If Trump have his way, man, he going to control everything. Try to go from one state to the next. It's going to be an issue. You're going to have to have some type of license. So why you going? Where you going? For what? Trump will take it there. Don't think he will not, because Trump will take it there. Dr. J said, welcome everyone to Mark B's Perspective. I want to thank y'all, man, for the continued support. I hope that I'm at least adding value as I come on here. I don't just want to be in here just jibber jabbering. I want to give y'all information and add value to y'all day. James said nobody went to his little birthday party, and he's pissed. Trump, he thinking of plans. He paying y'all back because he feel like y'all ungrateful. I'm trying to make America great, and y'all are ungrateful. So yes, James, Trump is pissed about that. Dr. J said DL needs to start in upper right corner. Excuse me. DL needs the star in upper right corner. Okay. Dr. James said absolutely. Right. Yeah. Granny B in the house. You've been hiding. Granny B said, good evening, Mark. Thank you, Granny B, for coming through. We appreciate you. And we're talking about Trump. And if things don't, get stopped. And one thing I did speak about before you came on is about, how ICE is going on. They got the masks and they real aggressive with everybody. There's no love. I'm wondering why they so angry. And everybody they attack, they manhandling. And 4 or 5 of them throw you to the ground and they just manhandle you. And they saying that they taking you to some undisclosed location. They said some places are abandoned buildings. Yeah, I know about the star. Yeah, because I don't think I got the star, but that's for those who traveling out the country. I didn't get the star that, but like you said, Doc, we're gonna need that star. They're gonna have every excuse to pull over and harass citizens. All he got to do is say it's in the name of national security. For you to travel from, let's say, Georgia to Alabama, national security. We got to see what's going on. Dr. J shouting out Granny B, said Granny B, my friend. So, and what I really like is the California senator was Scott Wiener introduced what's called No Secret Police Act. Meaning he want to create an act where they can't just be walking around town with these masks on. It kind of reminds you of the KKK, right? And they real aggressive. They real aggressive. And it has been suggested, I would even think that it is. I can't prove this. I think some of them are some of them white supremacists that he hired. Some of these militias, these extremists that he hired, because I'm telling you, these ICE agents are aggressive. I haven't seen nice ones yet. I just seen them. They just throwing you to the ground, And the time that they didn't lock up people, they made a mistake, man, they leave you there. It ain't no I'm sorry. They just leave. So they operating with immunity, you know. Valley said that's traveling in the States. It's not like that yet, but I'm saying I believe Trump will take it there. Trump is the type that he wants so much control. I believe that he will take it there to where you would have to have, show license. Why are you leaving the state? He might have checkpoints on the interstate or something. I believe he will do that. James said, kind of is an understatement. Yeah, I agree. So with these No Kings Act, No Kings protests, I know people want to get rid of them. They're not going to get rid of them, but I think one good thing they're doing, they will be able to slow him down because now he got to come with another strategy. He like, oh man, they're on to me, right? So now he got to be more crafty. Granny B said some of them are not ICE agents. They are paid thugs, just like KKK with hoods on. Terrible times ahead. Yeah, I agree with that, Granny. Terrible times, Granny B. I agree with that. Terrible times ahead, man. And just the videos. So you can imagine the incidents where no videos are happening. Not pass, piss, my bad. Okay. Yeah. But that's the thing, man. I just want us to be aware, be vigilant, when you go out, go back to the old days. When you're going somewhere, let somebody know where you at. Let somebody know it, because if you come up missing, you could be in ICE custody somewhere in an abandoned building somewhere. And it's going to take your people a couple of days to find out where exactly you're at. So with this presidency, and the sad thing about it is we were warned. Harris warned us. A lot of other people warned us. But guess what? Even with their warnings, I didn't think it would get this bad. I knew Trump was an idiot or whatever. I didn't think it would get as bad as it is right now. I did not think that the United States would allow it without being outraged. But it's like this, and some people just, they good. Yeah, we good. So that's where we at. That's where we're at as a nation. And people saying that relationships are being messed up because of this. And people are like, well, why are people breaking up relationships because of politics? Right now, this is more than politics, man, because we're heading in the direction of like Hitler, so we in some very, very dangerous times, man. I just want y'all to be vigilant and just pay attention. Be vigilant and pay attention. I'm hoping that they will pass the No Secrets Police Act. I'm hoping that because that was help. It ain't really gonna matter to ICE. They still gonna do what they still gonna act a fool. But when you got your face, you're a business owner, or you're in this community, somebody might know who you are now, and it might help just a little bit. Let me say, Granny B said, I need parents to educate their children on how to survive. I'm so afraid for our kids. Yeah, because some of our children, some of the teenagers, they can be hot-headed. And these people are not giving you a chance to do all that arguing and all that. Dr. J said, Mark, not just Harris and others warned. Trump spoke for himself. He told us. He forewarned us. Just saying. You're right, Dr. J. Exactly. James said, but we all listened. They didn't. Yeah, we listened. And they tricked some of the Mexicans, man, because I guarantee you, if the Mexicans would have known, or the Latino community would have known that Trump was going to take it this far, they would not have voted for him. So they lied to them. It still ain't an excuse, because they still was getting warned. But the Trump administration lied to them with them emails, with the people that was going out to their houses. They lied to the Latino community and said that they were only going to go after criminals. Valerie said, I knew. I study Hitler. Right, right. I just hope we're not too far gone. I don't think we are. It seems like it with all that's going on. That's why he fired so many people. Trump knew the plan. That's why he fired so many people, man. And they still firing them. And the ones he didn't fire, they're afraid to say anything because they know their head will be chopped off too. So James said, I watched All About Hitler on the History Channel. That was my studying. Yeah, I've seen a lot of his shows. Dr. J said, Mexicans, too bad, so sad. Dr. J, you ain't right. Dr. J said, my Mexicans, too bad, so sad. James said, I hate to say this, but that wasn't that hard. Yeah. Yeah. James said, they just believe him, no questions, unbelievable. Yeah, that's the thing. Because they try to keep us divided. See, that's the goal, divide and conquer, right? Make black people look like the bad people. So you got this black woman, and now you done tricked the Latino community not to trust her. Y'all making all these fake videos about a black woman, you know what I'm saying, or just black people. And already they done already told them about us and got them, hating on us. And now, Dr. J, everybody want to come together. Like, where are my black people? And they want us, and that's a questionable thing. What should we do, Doc? Should we rally to the cause? Dr. J, let us know. Valerie said, I read the books growing up. I watched this country come to this. I tried to warn people everywhere. No one would listen because I'm poor. Yeah. So that's the thing, man. That's the thing. Dr. J, should we help our Latino brothers and sisters out in these dark times? Because I'm telling you, I've seen a couple of videos, black people as dark as me has been pulled over by ICE. Granny B said, H to the no. That is not our time to die. Because that's what's going to happen because, in our reality, these ICE agents, I'm telling y'all, these jokers have been aggressive. Every video I've seen, they have been aggressive. They throwing you like everybody going to the ground. Everybody getting thrown to the ground. So, that's where we at, man, as a country. This is America. This is America. It's crazy. It's real crazy. So at least we can pray for him, Granny B and Dr. J. Huddy Pro said, Margie, what up, Huddy? Welcome to the live, man. Thank you. Welcome to the live. Dr. J said we need Latinos 2 weeks before November 5th. Yeah, we need it. Yeah, that was the call. That was a call. They was so hell bent on not voting for her, and they thought Trump was the savior. They really thought that Trump was the savior. James said they're probably not going to listen again. You're right. As long as they can get out of this, good point, James. As long as they get out of this, man, they can't nothing about us again. Dr. J said, remember to double tap the screen on your way into the chat. Dr. J says, remember to double tap your screen on the way into the chat. Valerie said, Mexicans don't really like women in leadership positions. You're right, too. I know I live in Arizona where they would tell me that I wasn't their boss when clearly I was. Oh, you want a job? That's crazy. They're like, you're not my boss. That's when you give them that paperwork. Put that ink on them, Valerie. Right there behinds up if they do too much. James said, there's more of us than them. We can stop this fool. I agree. It's all gonna play a part, even with the the No Kings March. They got another one in July. So that got to keep on going. The momentum got to keep on going. I'm supporting y'all from a distance. James said even Republicans are pissed of him. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but it's so crazy because the Republican Party was strong, right? They stand up, they was upright, and they let the MAGA, a whole different movement, come and overtake them. And I think it started with the Tea Party. When McCain and a lady from Alaska went into it. Right after that, they started the Tea Party, and now they let MAGA. So it ain't really Republicans, because those Republicans who stand on those principles, man, they will oust them. So they got to be silent. It's so crazy right now. But I agree, James. Republicans are pissed, but they got to at least have courage to say something. Granny B said, "Oh yes, they will vote right next time because they now realize that they aren't special as they thought they were. They thought they were special." Valerie said, "That's when you tell them to clock out and we'll call them." Valerie, that's when you tell them to clock out. Yeah, that's right, Valerie. Do you call them back or no? Dr. J said, around here, Hispanics act privileged, and it appears that they act better than African Americans. You're right, Dr. J. Some of them, we're not gonna say all of them, but yeah, because they thought they was in the fold. But see, now it's unfolding that they're not in the fold. Granny B said, all them Republicans are pathological liars. Yeah, politicians. If it's a politician, he's probably lying about something. But the way it's going right now, though, Granny B, Granny B, Dr. J said, Granny B, do you think? Right. Valerie said, I ran into that a lot in Arizona, Dr. J. Yeah. Huddy said, did you protest Saturday? Huddy, I did right from here. I was here from in the back. You ain't see me in the back. I was right in the back row. No king. So yeah, I protested. How about you, Huddy? Where was you at? Huddy, where was you at? Was you out there? And then it's Saturday. See, I think like this. You get locked up on Saturday. In some cases, you ain't coming home to Monday because the judge might not be there to give you a bail. They probably had a special occasion for these protests, but don't get locked up on a Friday or Saturday. That's not a good look. Granny B said Latino men control their women. I would have pushed that button. Said I would have pushed that button. How would he knew? Yeah. Granny B. Valerie said most times no. If they come back correctly, welcome back. Okay. Oh, Huddy, you at home, but talking about was I there? I was in the safety of the house, man. But I was in the back with him. I was like this. No kings. Dr. J said, Valerie, I bet see it a lot when we vacate in Florida too. Yeah. James said, I don't know Jasmine Crockett kicking everybody. She not playing the radio. AOC is not playing the radio. Bernie Sanders is not playing the radio. Cory Booker is doing, he doing some stuff. The one, who is that? We got another one that's making noise right now, too. So it's people that's doing, trying to fight against this, but they're not doing it like if it was flipped, them people would bum rush the Capitol again because that's how they handle it. We kumbaya praying and all that. Dr. J said, Jasmine Crockett is that girl. That's right, Doc. She is that girl. She doing her thing. She holding it down. She's an attorney too, so she well equipped to handle these people, because at one time the attorney general was coming at her, but she's so well versed in her in the law. She shut that down because they was trying to scare her and threaten her. Our attorney general tried to scare Jasmine Crockett and shut her down. Man, Jasmine Crockett came back at them and shut them down. Talking about we will come at you. Okay, you're just going to threaten a representative, but that's what we on the, how they said, why are Elon Musk and Trump fighting? Yeah, it's a whole different story. You know, it would probably deal with money, right? Most likely it would deal with money. Some things happen that affecting Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is pissed, and vice versa. Dr. J said it's two, how did Dr. J said it? Two spoiled brats not getting their way. Something like that, Doc, you said. And I'm in total agreement with that. You got two spoiled brats. They don't usually hear the word no in their circle. You got to realize that Trump nor Elon Musk don't usually hear the word no in their circle. So that you know they was going to eventually bump heads. Dr. J said Cory Booker and Schumer are a bunch of wimps. Don't forget Hakeem Jeffries, my man Jeffries. So you do support you do support Hakeem Jeffries? I think he's doing a little bit too. There's another one. As soon as I get off live, I'm gonna think of him. He been holding it down. What is the one in California, right? I think he been, because Trump, yeah, the governor of California, you know, Trump and them was threatening him to arrest him. You know what he told Trump? Let's get it over with. Arrest me so we can get it over with. Granny B said, I knew two elephants couldn't stand on the same ground. That's a fact. That was a recipe for disaster. But see, Trump needed him, you know, during the campaign, and he got what he wanted. He got that 250 million. He got that 250 million, right? And that's what he wanted. Thank you for sharing that, Granny B. Valerie said, Huddy, they are fighting because Elon realized that he's on the chopping block with everyone else. Very well said, Valerie. Yeah, he on the chopping block. James says she's more prepared than the Boy Scouts when it comes to the camp being prepared. Yeah, you talking about Jasmine Crockett. She is prepared, you know. So that's why they back, because they was threatening her. We'll lock you up. We'll hold you accountable for saying this about Elon Musk. And she fired back at him. You haven't heard anything else about them coming at Jasmine Crockett. James said, oh, they got nasty pictures of each other doing stuff. James, you might be right. Granny B said, my GA, let me go back to what you said last time. It's probably related to that. Yeah, Dr. say that there are 3 weak leaders, in my opinion. Oh, I gotta say it loud and clear. She said, Booker, can we give Booker credit for the 25 hours though? She said Booker, Chuck Schumer, and Hakeem Jeffries have proven themselves weak. Yeah. Transphobic said he worked for Tim Walz. Yeah, you talking about the shooter. Yeah, you talking about the shooter, Transphobic. Yeah, he worked for him in the past. Everybody worked somewhere in that past. But this is my question on that. Then we're going to go back to what we was already talking about. When they had the man in sight before they caught him and he got away, how did that man get away initially? And this is the shooter, the suspect, who's Transphobic is talking about. They had him in sight, but he got away. Where the helicopter's at? So I don't know. But they eventually did find him. Granny B said, my grandmother used to say, when you dig a ditch for me, dig another one for yourself. I'd have heard that too, man. That's like a parable too. Matter of fact, they say the one you dig for somebody may be the one that you fall into. So we got to be careful when we do stuff, to people. And then Elon Musk coming out with the saw. I'm cutting jobs. So yeah, it was a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I wanted to come and share that. As I say, I hope they pass that bill. Granny B said, absolutely. I hope they pass that bill. It's called No Secret Police Act. They need that bill all over because these ICE agents running around with masks on, and they manhandling Americans, right? They don't know if you're guilty or not. They're just running up on people. And like I said, it's been stories of they came at Black people. And they're like, look, I'm Black. And how they respond, how the people said that they respond to them, they're like, we don't care. We ain't playing. You got to prove it. That's why we was telling people to make sure you got your ID with you, right? Try to have that star ID. It may be a good idea, as some of y'all mentioned, to have that star ID, right? And make sure your ID is up to date. So make sure everything's up to date. If you do get pulled over, you'll be good. If they abide by the law, because we're dealing with a whole different squad right now. This is a gang, as far as I'm concerned. A big gang working for the bully that we have as a president. And I'm not even going to touch on everything that's going on with the war. Israel striking Iran, Iran striking back. There's a lot going on right now in our country. Granny B said, get your star, Mark. I got to do it, man. I ain't trying to be hemmed up. They said they putting you up in these abandoned buildings. I guess you sit there before they take you. It ain't no food or water. They just put you in the building until they come back and get you. How do you say, yeah, if you have an ID, then you're fine. That's easier said than done, man. It's easier said than done. But yeah, at least have your ID. At least have your ID. And make sure, like they said, make sure it's up to date. Make sure it's up to date. Man, I want to thank y'all, man. Like I said, we got a lot going on. You got the war. Trump said he was going to end the war. Guess what? The war for Israel then got bigger. The war in Ukraine continues on. Trump said within 24 hours, he was going to stop the war. But that's what we have leading the country. Man, y'all stay prayed up, stay focused. And one thing, remember to do, man, remember to treat other people right, man, because everybody's up in arms. So try to stay focused and treat people right. Granny B, Granny in the building. Granny said, don't trust those cave dwellers. Yo, thank you, Granny B, because I'm trying to tell you, they running around and they mad because they feel like we getting too much. And when I say we, I'm talking about us. See, we supposed to be beneath them, right? Who are y'all to think y'all equal to us? That's some of their, not saying all, that's how some of them feel. We supposed to be inferior to us. And when they see us coming in, walking with our head up, that infuriates them. So thank you for sharing that, man. Granny B, Dr. J. Make sure y'all check out Dr. J's channel. She's a content creator. Valerie is a content creator. We got a couple content creators in the building. I think Granny B is a content creator. Check out their channels, man. Show them love and support. This is Mark B's perspective. I got to go put something on my belly, but I want to thank y'all, man, for the continued support. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. Have your IDs on you. When they come up, whip it out. I'm legit, but don't be surprised. You still may be tackled and all that. Okay, Huddy is a content creator too. Okay. Huddy T is a content creator. We got Huddy T in the house. Man, make sure we support one another, man. It don't cost anything to support one another. Stop by, check people's YouTube channel. Also, if you got other platforms, from your YouTube channel, you might get get followers from there as well. I want to thank y'all. Granny B said thank you. Thank you, Granny B. Thank you, Huddy T, Valerie, Dr. J. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Until next time, man. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.